guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, you're not seeing a ghost, it is me. And honestly, I really miss you guys. Like, I miss filming, I miss doing all of this, all the amazing things that I love doing. Beauty, makeup, videos, fashion, all the cool stuff that made me create this channel. So this is gonna be a very different video from what I usually do. If you know me, you know I shy away from like doing anything personal or like talking about myself. I just want to get the job done. I just want to do makeup looks or fashion looks or lookbooks and just end the video. But this one is going to be different because I feel like we're a family and I should be able to tell you what I'm going through, or you know, the reason why I'm, you know, either filming or not filming or showing you guys stuff or just disappearing. Yay, I'm back. I'm not back with a baby. I'm not married or pregnant or anything. Nothing, you know, nothing extraordinary, you know, in that sense. The honest truth is I've just been off YouTube because I really lost all my creative juices. There was no motivation to film. I was just in a place where I was not feeling inspired and I felt like I could not really give you guys what you were looking for. Especially when I started doing paid content, but that's a whole new conversation for another day. Right, so okay, so let's come a little closer, you know, come closer. Horrible with singing, but yeah. So in this video I'm going to talk about stuff that we creative people go through. Well, me, I'm going to talk about myself and stop saying we, because for me it's easy for me to just say we so I can hide under the fact that okay, this is other people and not necessarily me. I'm going to talk about what I've been going through and what my top 5 insecurities were that really took me away from actually being able to make amazing content. So the first thing, I actually jotted down my points. That's how deep this thing is for me. I jotted down my points so that I can be able to like discuss it and not forget any single thing that I want to say to you guys. Yeah. So the first thing is really the fear of failure. I feel like I started overthinking things, you know, oh, what if this doesn't work? What if this fails? What if this does not look exactly how I want it to look? And really, I had to sit myself down and change my perspective about how I viewed failure. If you fail, it is okay. Like, it's perfectly normal and okay to fail. You know, so I really had to change that mindset to have more of a success mindset, where it's like, because guys, like, let's be real, most of the billionaires and people that are actually making moves or that have made so much impact in our society, they've had so many businesses and startups that they've had have failed. You just don't know. You only know of the ones that succeeded. So really, I shouldn't focus on my failures and I should really focus on what if he succeeds? Like, what if he actually does well? What if this works? And for me, I really got this thing from Lola AKW. Shout out to you, Lola. She's so amazing. Like, you guys should follow her on Instagram. She posted something that really resonated with me, which was overthinking will kill your magic. Once you start overthinking it, everything starts to, like, you just start to fear. And really, you just it just be easier if you try and you fail and know why you actually failed and just get back up. So that was the first thing that really, you know, put me in a place where I was like, oh, am I sure this can work? Am I sure I can do this? Am I sure I can achieve this? So that's number one. Okay, so the second thing that happens with me is I have this perfectionist syndrome, and I feel like a couple of you can relate to me on that one, where it's like you want something that you want it to be so perfect that you actually forget that Rome wasn't built in a day. So it's like, oh, I want my content to be like this quality, I want it to look like this, I want it to be like this person's one, you know, where it's like, you know, it looks like it's full production. And you're really forgetting that even that person that you look up to, or your mentor, whoever it is, really started small and built their way and made their way up. So for me, I feel like fear also has a way of disguising and coming as being a perfectionist. And I'm also learning to perfect my skills as I go. So rather than seeing, you know, success or perfection as a destination, like, oh, okay, now I'm here, I've gotten here, and you know, I'm ready to go. It can just be like, for me, it's just being, okay, start, film, put it out there. If you don't like it, you know, don't beat yourself up about it. do a second one, and just make improvements as you go. Because it's also very important that, especially in this world of social media where everyone is like hashtag girl boss, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag, you know, whatever all these hashtags are, like nobody's posting their failures, everyone is posting their happy times, their success stories. So sometimes you actually forget that there's the behind the scenes, and you forget that, you know, everyone wasn't always there and they had to grow. Even like the amazing YouTubers I follow, from like Shirley BNM to Patricia Bright, you can just see growth in their content. And for me, just not remembering that, okay, everything comes in stages and baby steps and you grow along the way, that really affected me. And I have decided to stop being a perfectionist. I would just be consistent. So that means that regardless of how, and this is me talking to myself, regardless of how I feel about the content, I would just get it done and put it out there, regardless. Regardless. Okay, so that was the second thing. So the third thing is expectation. I started to feel like, oh, like fraud, oh, now everybody's going to know that, you know, you don't really know what you're talking about. Whereas like, I feel like every milestone that I reached or I achieved, or every step that brought me closer to my dream or to success or to fame, just made me, there was some kind of like expectation that was created either from my followers or my subscribers or even myself, where it's like, okay, you know, in this last video you had so much engagement, you had maybe 10,000 views or 20,000 views, your next video should be 30,000 views. So when I don't get what I want in terms of like my expectation, I start to feel like, oh, you know, oh, I'd rather just not do it than to, you know, fall short of what I really want. So that expectation where I had to live up to a certain standard really affected me and really threw me off. And if you're like me, that, you know, you're battling with any of these things, then it's just time for you to just sit up and realize that nobody's in control but yourself. So for me, it's like, okay, these expectations, I mean, it's good to have goals, but it's fine, you know, those expectations are not necessarily real. Like, life is not a game of rules where if you miss this rule, then you're out of the game. You're okay and you're perfectly allowed to make mistakes and just recreate or rewrite your story however you want it to be. Okay, the next thing for me was self-doubt. I feel like I started to doubt myself, especially because I create such a high I've made really high standards and bars for myself, and once I fall short or I don't surpass or meet those goals or targets or standards, I start to feel like I'm not enough, and I start to look for approval either from people where it's like, oh, okay, oh, I didn't meet this target, or I didn't meet this goal, you know, then that means I'm probably not doing it right, and I might as well just not do anything than do something and it not be appreciated. So it's like I started looking for like approval from like either views or likes or comments or engagement, which shouldn't be the case. Like, I am amazing and I do amazing work. That's all that should really go through your mind when you're in that place of self-doubt. I started this because I really wanted to share with you guys, my subscribers and my followers, what I love to do and what really makes me happy. So that's what it should really be. So really, it's been a whole journey of me trying to like change my mindset and just get back to the place where I genuinely used to be. And the very last one, I'm sure like everyone can relate to this one, is comparison. I feel like especially with social media, it's like, oh, you're comparing yourself, like, ah, this person just bought a G-Wagon. This is me being like, this is me like really exaggerating because people in my league are not actually buying G-Wagons, but hey. So, you know, you're comparing like, oh, this person got this deal, why didn't I get that deal? Or why didn't they reach out to me? Why did they reach out to her? Or am I not doing as good as she is? You're comparing yourself and your journey with everyone else because you can see either their posts or what they're doing. And really, it's just really about you, and you have to focus. and just really block all the noise away. Even if it means taking time off social media or off Instagram or YouTube or whatever it is that makes you feel less of who you are, to just really focus on what is my journey, what are my values, what is my purpose on earth, what am I bringing to the table. Everybody will always be different and you cannot be another person. So just knowing to, like, for me, I had to just stop, like, quiet and focus on what is my goal and what is my purpose. Once you know your purpose, you will stop comparing yourself to others, like, oh, this person is doing that. Yes, things might be going on, and yes, you know, you might feel a certain way because we're all human beings and we have feelings. But it doesn't take away the fact that you know that everyone's story is different and everyone's time is different. Once you get that, it'll just be easy for you to just really soar and, like, be fine and be okay regardless of every stage that you're in life. I hope this video has not been super long or boring. I just really want to talk about my insecurities and the things that I've been battling with in the last, you know, 1 year, and really why it's been hard for me to come here and film or create content for you guys. So I want to know, am I the only one that feels these things, or do you guys actually go through these things? Like, am I really just making these things up in my mind, or do you go through these things? And if you do, please comment below, let me know how you overcame yours. For me, it's a journey. I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly trying to be better, and I'm constantly trying to really add value, which is what this channel is about. I really want to add value to you guys and, you know, really share my journey with you, the good, the bad, maybe the ugly, if I ever get there where I can really share, like, personal stuff with you guys. So let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video. Let me know if you like more Q&As or more, like, interactive videos. Do not forget to thumbs up if you like, and comment below, subscribe, and also follow me on my social media platforms. Iamdodos style, and I'll be sure to see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye. 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 I did my video. Oh. 2 videos in 1 day. 2 videos in 1 night. 2 videos.